Well, let's just have general chat while the while the crowd builds.
I want a general huge erection.
Double or Nothing. Like, I'm pretty excited. There's not been. It feels like there's not been that much build up to it, like as there is to a normal show. But the card looks really good.
Yeah, like I agree. I think the card looks really, really good. By the way, I love that you, instead of putting Sim, you've just put AEW Double or Nothing. So hopefully people are just going to go past, and they're going to assume we've managed to get a copy of Double or Nothing, and we're playing it beforehand.
Oh, on YouTube, where they see like a 3-hour show called AEW Double or Nothing, they're just immediately going to click on it.
So we've all done it. We've all been searching for street.
We've all been there. I was talking about this earlier. If you check out Best of the Rest, which is just dropped, by the way, over on our podcast platforms and YouTube. Obviously, check it out after the stream. Yeah. Well, no, because they want to listen to our dulcet tones. So
they can listen to your dulcet tones. It's fine.
Yeah. If you want to do it in stereo, have one headphone on us and one headphone on the stream. By all means, I'm not here to judge. But no, we were talking about back in the day, before Twitch was a thing. In my day, when this all used to be fields, you used to go to a place called Justin.tv.
Oh, good old Justin's house.
Justin's house, and there used to be always a stream of people who would just stream like WWF and WCW 1997 to 2001 on a constant stream. And I said that was how I saw Over the Edge 99 for the first time, because you couldn't buy it freely. We were discussing that because we were discussing Dark Side of the Ring. It wasn't just a morbid conversation we were having.
I was going to say, it's not like that, the happiest and jolliest of stories.
So no, the takeaway from this then is WWE Network killed a small independent website.
No, because it is in a fun story. That little Justin TV turned into Twitch. I think that's how it went, isn't it? Justin TV became Twitch, didn't it?
I don't know. I know Twitch is Amazon.
Yeah.
They might have bought it out. We should be on.
I know. Yeah, we're good. We're just having a little chat, having a little chit chat, having a chin wag, if you will.
Oh, we've got what, 8 people watching us, so we can probably.
We can get involved. Yes. Thank you to everyone that's getting involved, that's watching. Should we get cracking and explain what we're doing? So, normally we stream on a Wednesday, but on a Friday, the red light on, baby, and we're going to do live sim of AEW Double or Nothing. Rhys has been slaving over a hot internet stove all day, setting this up, getting matches ready, making fun things. So this should be if not more realistic than the show itself. So we'll be just chatting mess, the usual stuff and things.
Cornette is probably more likely to approve of our show than of the actual show.
Well, it depends. Our show doesn't have selling in it, so
I don't know. Are either of you pregnant?
I cannot confirm or deny.
I mean, I'd forgive you for thinking that if you saw me, but
yeah. In all fairness, I have just had a rather large meal, so I could be mistaken for pregnant. To be fair. Hello, Ian. Thank you for dropping by. Hope you enjoy the old streamington. But yeah, please get involved in the chat.
What match are people looking forward to tomorrow? That's what I'm very
that is a great thing that I will put in the chat right now. TWM. So, what match are you looking? Because I'm not fancy. I haven't got like the pre-planned like things that go out on the chat. I've got to type them myself. I'm old school.
Are you trying to say that we're not organised?
No. I'm saying that I'm not organised.
There is a way you can get like some kind of bot to do it for you, but I've just got no idea how.
No, you have to do it like I was watching the excellent Bacon Chin. You might have seen it earlier if you're on TW Wrestler. I hosted because I'm a bloody good bloke.
And he is as well.
He's a lovely chap. And he has all the fancy Streamlabs stuff that I don't understand because we're all old, and he is hip and down with the kids. as they say. Ian said he's looking forward to seeing who Tyson will knock out.
Tyson Fury?
Right.
No,
it's got to be Sammy Guevara, because that's Sammy Guevara's gimmick.
Sammy Guevara is now the Kenny of AEW, isn't he? So
he is.
It's that'll never not be funny, by the way. You know what? And I always seem to be the token white knight male that always talks about women's wrestling. I'm genuinely looking forward to seeing Shida versus Nyla Rose.
I'm glad you didn't say Britt Baker and Chris Statlander.
I love Britt Baker and I love Statlander.
It's not a reflection of their abilities. It's just probably not happening.
I love that. Thanks for using the medical term there. That's straight from Dr. Smegler from MLW.
It is from Dr. Smegler's playbook.
But no, I'm a massive, I have a bit of a soft spot for Hikaru Shida. I've really liked her since she kind of really came in. She's been one of the ones that captivated me the most. And for the fact, if you read my predictions over at twm.news, in your own leisurely time,
in your house,
in your house, beware of Dog 2. I talk about how Hikaru Shida's been number one contender on those rankings for about 16 months, and AEW's not even been around for 16 months. So I'm happy she's getting a match, and yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be really good, especially with the no DQ stipulation as well. Is it Ian saying that he thinks is the mystery man going to be Tyson? Imagine Tyson's in that ladder match.
Tyson Smith,
Tyson Kidd.
Oh, funny enough, actually, thanks for that, if I'm going to do a little plug. Coming out at 10 o'clock on twm.news, you're going to read an excellent interview from friend of the website, Spencer Love, talking to one Tyson Kidd about a potential in-ring return. Oh, am I doing clickbait using audio? You damn right I am. Read it at 10 o'clock. But yeah, Mike, what match are you looking forward to?
I'm a sucker for the silliness, so I'm really looking forward to the Stadium Stampede. Mainly purely down to Hangman Page after his epic gallop down the...
I was running!
But, I gotta ask, was I the only one that went back just to find out where he came from and fought a Magnus run across the pitch and then down the pitch?
You know what? I haven't, but it's an NFL stadium. Tony Khan, if you're watching, I imagine, like football, you have heat maps. Could you get a heat map of where Hangman Page came from?
That would be fantastic. See, when we get Vanguard 2, Vanguard 2 is probably above the arena and could follow him.
We've got a. There's a message that's been. Was that the SmackDown hacker race?
Yeah, I think I might need to update my firewall or something.
Oh god,
yeah.
Stuff for our leash trying to get into our stuff.
I believe his.
The screen's gone, Rhys.
No, it's cool. That's me. They can still hear us.
Oh, there we go. Cool. What I was gonna say was, you set up the first match. I was just gonna say that Stadium Stampede. All I want, Sammy Guevara surely got to jump off the goalposts.
Hopefully,
they've got his shooting star press off the goalpost is going to be amazing.
Well, no, Sammy will do a 630 because he likes a power.
Rhys, while you're setting this up, what match are you looking forward to the most at Double or Nothing?
And I'm very much looking forward to the Casino ladder match. In a match like that, everyone always really steps their game up. Yeah, it's going to be absolute car crash. It's going to be a big surprise as well. We don't know who that mystery competitor is going to be.
I haven't even.
You've got to feel like it's going to be someone big though, otherwise they'd have just announced it. So to kind of not announce it, either a huge surprise or a turn or something, like MBF.
We will. You know what? We'll save our theories on who's the ninth man, brother, when we do the match. I reckon. So I know what Mike's.
I've just actually had another one. Makes a lot of sense in this current climate.
Well, there's only one way to find out, and that is to watch this stream and find out later. I'm doing more clickbaiting nastiness. We're starting off with the pre-show match. I'm so excited. I've just seen that Rhys managed to make the thing that we asked him to make. It is the buy-in. It is Private Party versus Best Friends. Down with the Best Friends.
Oh, that's the greatest thing.
It is really good. Shout out to Mikey Ruckus, the guy that has produced all of AEW's themes.
Oh, I didn't know the name of the guy who does it.
He's No, I didn't realise who he was. I followed him on Twitter for some time. And then I saw him tweet the other day. He was like talking about how he made one of the songs, and I looked him up. He's the guy, like he's the Jim Johnson of AEW. Like he does all the music.
Oh, cool.
The John Jansen.
My name is John Jansen.
If only we could have had the security in the
It did, Buddy. I've down. I'm probably miles off from.
No, like I've only just now gone to that
The other thing that actually I was going to say, when I get paid next week, I told myself. So I put it off for ages. I'm going to buy the. I'm buying 2 shirts in the AEW shop.com. I'm hoping they've got a banging discount code on on the pay-per-view on Saturday. So I'm going to go buy the
double or nothing off.
So you either get double the amount off, you get paid to buy the shirts, or you get nothing off.
Like the casino parcel, like you don't know what's going to be inside it. It could be absolutely nothing.
I'm going to buy the Statlander shirt, and I'm going to buy the Orange Cassidy, the Orange Cassidy shirt.
Which one of the Orange Cassidy shirts? Because whether it's just like that.
The cartoony one.
Yeah.
The cartoon someone. I've seen oh, nice Rana. Oh, it's a lovely Rana.
Oh, and he goes for the Judas effect there and just misses.
Completely whiffed.
Who do you guys have for this match? Like later tonight, tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's Best Friends.
They've been on such a tear. Like, I think they're second in the rankings at the moment.
Yes. Again, putting myself over. In the predictions we're out today at TWM Got News. This actually, a lot of people have been promoting the rankings, but this actually makes sense as a contendership match because the other 3 teams in the rankings, the Dark Order, are unable to make the show. And the Young Bucks are in Stadium Stampede, so they are they have pretty much taken themselves out of a ranking possibility. And the Jungle Express are also are in 2 separate matches, therefore they are unable to be in it. So these are the only 2 teams that are viable in the top 5 rankings to challenge for the championships. So,
although it is mental to think that the Lucha Bros are
that's because they've been out of contention for a long time. Like, I'm amazed that Phoenix is here. Penta's, I imagine Penta is stuck in Mexico.
I've heard he's stranded. The same with Pac as well. I believe is in Bay. People were predicting Pac would be the mystery guy, but I think he's stuck.
People were putting 2 and 2 together and pretty much going, well, we've just seen a vignette with Pac wearing his gear and a mask on, so therefore he must... Unless Tony Khan has literally chartered a plane to pick Pac up and bring him over.
To get the customs aspect of it.
Maybe Vanguard 2's bloody massive, and he just picked Pac up. Like the claw in Toy Story.
Oh, a good double team for Best Friends.
It's a shame that we can't organise it for them to do the hug. Oh, Finley Road.
We need to write to the creators of Fire Pro, because we've got to give the fans what they want.
Got to give the people what they want. Actually, I'm going to get a little bit serious here for a second as we during this match. Where do babies come from? No, I was kind of thinking in regards to this climate and with Impact giving away their pay-per-view as a TV show. Do you find it a little bit iffy per se that AEW is still charging full whack for a pay-per-view when there's no crowd there?
It's a live show.
I just looked down the Impact route and they've kind of
Like, in comparison, I know this is slightly different because of different models, but I didn't hear that from anybody about WrestleMania or Money in the Bank.
No, you're right.
But it's a different model that we're coming through.
Yeah, because it's the network subscription. That's why I thought it was different. But then again, I doubt anyone was complaining about the UFC pay-per-view.
Nope. The UFC pay-per-view actually did far better than most UFC pay-per-views do. The UFC pay-per-view did $700,000, which is in the top 25 UFC pay-per-views ever. And so it's a pay-per-view that normally, in my opinion, would have done about 450,000 to 500,000 guys in regular climate. So,
that's interesting. Rhys, what do you think?
I don't know, you kind of put me on the spot here. I wasn't really listening to it.
we put you in the middle, but basically, me and Mike have gone full Wrestling Observer and we're bringing you in.
You know, I don't think there not being a crowd... Like, I think people complaining about there being no crowds is, like, not really a thing to be complaining about. Like, I watch shows to watch the wrestling. I don't watch to look at the crowds. I've not really noticed that much of a difference watching wrestling. Like, I'm still watching every show I can. And, you know, like, I don't watch those shows because I like looking at the crowd, so... You see what I mean?
No, you see what I mean? Maybe they should take in the route. Have you seen the story about the South Korean football?
No, what have they done?
Mike, did you see the story? They've been fined by the South Korean FA because they filled their stadium full of sex dolls. Which is I think I've said this for ages. Fill it full of just dolls, or my idea for WrestleMania would then to fill the spaces with just loads of Bailey buddies.
So she just go and like smash them down with an axe.
so the end of WrestleMania is just Bailey committing again another hideous Bailey buddy genocide.
Finishing by Michael Cole taking down Michael.
just Bailey crying as she's slicing through tens of Bailey buddies.
Hey, Michael Cole, you watching this?
You're next. I'm coming for your family. Just going full Michael Douglas of falling down.
Yeah. Of course, this is the buy-in. These two teams are kicking off the show.
Yeah, if you want to pay for the rest of this show, we're doing this for an hour, and then we're going to do this on OnlyFans for the rest of the show. You won't notice, but all of us will have our tops off for the 3-hour portion. You're about to hear it get sexier.
What's it is for best friends, isn't it? Where they take their tops off and send it to random people.
Yeah, take their tops off. Or Currigan, or Justin Trudeau. Did they tweet Nicola Sturgeon at one point as well?
Yeah, Grado got me too.
Yeah. The big suplex going on.
Yeah.
Have Frank been to all the shows? Or they only just come back?
No, they haven't. I've not seen them for some time.
Trent just full on dropped rock quote on his head. Like a dangerous DDT. Are we going to get a count-out finish? No, we're not.
Of course, referee Rick Knox appears to have lost all control of this match.
Well, he's a tag team specialist. That's his gimmick in AEW, isn't it?
I love how the referees have like gimmicks. Like Aubrey Edwards is like the title match specialist.
And it's Bryce is like the scramble match one, isn't he? He's the scramble match, like the crazy shit match.
full on hoping that he's the one doing the street fight because of...
Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Chuck Taylor just did a fucking dance so far. He did not grab the dick. Computerized Chuck Taylor doesn't believe in himself as much as regular Chuck Taylor does. Yeah, because I was wondering, because I didn't know whether he, whether the Private Party had been on, because I know they've been in the crowd the last few weeks, but they're still in the top 5 rankings. So like, well, they must have been wrestling on Dark. But then again, they must have been wrestling on Dark the last few weeks, so...
They were stuck in Jersey.
Jersey!
So... But then again, you think when the Atlanta period, the only real tag matches going on involved Kenny and Matt Deller, who are official tag best friends, and Jimmy and Pitt. They're the only real tag matches still there.
Yeah.
But you don't really have to the ranking.
Remember that tag? Was it best friends against Omega and Nakazawa?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Kenny and Nakazawa are also best friends.
They are, and that was the match. But the match was about, wasn't it? So we are best friends.
And the Bucks are best friends with, who is it? Brandon Cutler.
Shit.
Yeah,
that's shit.
Because he was a PWG guy, wasn't he? So
Stay down.
Oh, he just got himself on someone again.
Just killed him.
And Trent just hit Crunchy on the outside. Crunchy!
Freezing post law.
Trent is replacing Santos in Ali Humphries, pass it on. Trent has never been a bad fan.
Trent doesn't really know what he's about.
Soul food! Trent did go for sexy Chucky knee, but Chuck pulled him out of the way.
He nearly had it there.
You gotta give them what they want.
And he just completely whiffed a kick. Strong style.
Strong style!
Super kick!
Bricks up two.
So close.
Slice bread.
Shamu! Reversal. Oh, rude awakening. Big boy Santon.
We've definitely noticed since we've been doing these streams, these tag matches tend to go a lot longer than like a regular singles match.
Chuck Taylor's hit a Bella Buster. We'd love to see it.
And he just yeeted him out the ring.
I believe
him as well.
Bella's biggest fan.
You can look, but you can't touch. This is true. You cannot argue with that. Those are facts.
Can't touch you.
The can't touchy gentleman. That is now Chuck Taylor's new gimmick. He's not like anyone touching him.
Shit.
Slice bread again.
Stay down.
Crunchy.
Gotta be it.
Crunchy. 1, 2,
Stay down.
3. So we were all correct. We said that best friends would win. This is a direct correlation to what will happen tomorrow night. So put your money down now that best friends are walking away with the with that big dub tomorrow night on AEW.
Like...
Dun dun dun. We will be back in about 2 seconds, and we're back.
Trent took his shirt off and tweeted The Rock.
Trent
right, so he had a little cry. We had to cut away. He was awkward. What's our next? What next? What next match, Rhys? What's next match, Rhys?
I'm trying to remember what the matches are. Shall we kick off with MJF and Jungle Boy?
Yes. Let's normally start off with that. Let's start with MJF against Jungle Boy.
Yo, we're joined here by Bronco Brendan's.
I wondered why you went really quiet a minute ago. Yo, Brendan, what's good? Yeah, not too bad. You're going to join us as we have the opening contest. Well, we had the buy-in. We're now going to have MJF against Jungle Boy as the next match. I'm going to have to now tweet this. So we're being joined by special guest.
AEW,
Yeah.
Brandon, I don't mean you.
Right.
Biggest question is, what do you think is going to main event this card tomorrow? Because there's three very viable contenders.
Yeah, that's a good question. You know what? Let's ask our newest member, our guest, Brendan. What match do you reckon will be the main event of Double or Nothing tomorrow night? Well, so the three matches are. Well, you can give what one you pick. You've got Jon Moxley defending against Brody Lee, defending the world title against Brody Lee.
Mr. Brody Lee.
Mr. Brody Lee, sorry. You've got a match that's taking place inside the Jacksonville Jaguars NFL stadium, where the Inner Circle were taking on the Elite and Matt Hardy, and then you've got the tournament final for the TNT title against Cody and why is mine completely blank? Lance, and he said Luke Harper. That's probably the WWE name. Lance Archer is what. So, out of those three, what one intrigues you the most? Fair enough. That's Mike. What do you think?
I think really it's between the TNT title because of Tyson being there to represent the title, but also the Stadium Stampede. It just kind of resonates to that being the main event sort of portion. Ethically, no, I completely agree with you, but I think these two are so big, and the build into this title match between Moxley and Mr. Brody Lee is just it's kind of come out of circumstance because of everything going on at the moment. Like, I think they were probably going to bring Lance Archer in, and he was going to work with Moxley to get to this match, but they put him in the tournament and ended it with Cody. But that's just my opinion.
I do think as though it's AEW and it's Cody, and they are very based in the traditions of wrestling. So I wouldn't be shocked if they end with the title match. But it depends if they've pre-recorded the stadium match as well.
Yeah.
But they could end with that if they pre-recorded it. Right, so we've got our next match, Rhys.
Yeah, we've got Jungle Boy versus MJF. Wardlow in his corner.
MJF allowed Marco with him.
I don't think I have Marco as a character.
To be fair, Marco's been thrown around for the last few weeks, so he might not be there. To be fair.
Then again, you just could have put Hornswoggle in there and it would have been basically the same percent.
What floating Hornswoggle like we had last time? Scotty D said that go Jungle Boy, so I'm guessing he's picking Jungle Boy to pick up the big dog.
Matty, can I share my strange story I found out about Jungle Boy?
Are we going to get in trouble?
No, we're not. No, I told you this already. So, Jungle Boy actually is a relation of a Simpsons character. Jungle Boy's father is Luke Perry, and in season 5, episode 2, I believe it is, Krusty the Clown actually says that Luke Perry is his half brother. So Krusty the Clown is Jungle Boy's half uncle.
Logic. Unbreakable logic there from Mike. That's really... I'm now going to go to never look at Marco's stunt the same way again. And I'm just like, you're related to Krusty the Clown, aren't you?
No,
yeah, Jungle Boy, related to then again, Marco Stunt could be the hair. So.
I mean, Bubba and Devon are brothers, so you know anything can happen, really.
This is true. I'm pretty sure Adrian Christian were brothers at one time, then they decided just to be friends. Don't know how you break off like.
So the shoulder charge here.
MJF has been obviously was stuck in Jersey for a long time, and full disclosure, that that little shit worked us because I legitimately thought he was injured. We put it. I'll break the fourth wall here. We put it in a news update thinking he might actually be injured, and it worked us. Because he obviously had his career-threatening hangnail injury. Those promos have been. Did you ever read the lower third on where he was staying when he was injured?
I did.
MJF's rat's house, which is such an awful thing to say. But for my money, MJF is probably. I can't say he's the best heel in the world right now because he's so young, but he's making his way up there. Yeah, like, and it is one of those things of even like me and like Mike and Rhys and anyone who's kind of been watching for a long time, that jaded wrestling fan that knows the ins and outs. Even I sit there and watch MJF sometimes. I'm just like you like it because
he just is a detestable prick. Like,
I know.
But he always is like it. You look at him on social media and he's always like he lives within it.
Well,
I think what The Undertaker's a really good example of all of that, where for so long he was this mysterious character. Nobody knew Mark Calloway, but now we know everything about him and sort of who he is. It's just that it's broken that fourth wall down. But you don't get that.
Oh yeah, he's like, I think, and on the flip side, if you look at someone like, first of all, I want to notice about the game because obviously we're getting in depth about the game. What I love about that is MJF hit Jungle Boy with brass knucks and then immediately started begging off to the crowd. He's like, no, I didn't do anything. As he drops. Oh wait, Salt of the Earth. Could this be it? I was about to literally talk about how good Jungle Boy is, but we could be at the end here. Give up?
But
No.
These two could be sort of AEW's like Cena and Orton for like circle wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Like early 20s sort of period where they're going to be the guys that are going to be around for a long time and going to really take this going forward.
It's like one of those ones of like in a year's time you can see this being for like the TNT title, and then in like 2 to 3 years time it will be for the world title. They're just, I love Jungle Boy. I've always, like, Jungle Boy is just great. And also, they've made him he became such a quick fan favourite and managed to finish.
And that's it.
3. Tiger Bomb. Okay, cool. He's begging up again. No! I don't want to win!
I want to beat him up some more.
And, yeah, Jungle Boy's, like, we all thought that... Well, Luchasaurus is still a massive deal, but Jungle Boy did come out of the injury to Luchasaurus and made himself a massive deal as well. So, even if JR can't get his name right half the time. But then I'm in the minority that actually calling him, what's it, Jungle Boy Jack Perry or Jungle Jack Perry actually sounds better than just Jungle Boy. Maybe it's just me, but I prefer that. So, let's give a shout out to Scotty D getting involved, Ian as well. Thank you to everyone who's watching. We're going to be going through the whole card of Double or Nothing. We're currently joined by friend of the show and professional wrestling superstar, Bronco Brendan White, who used to be shooting the breeze of us. Not too bad. Like, me and Mike had a chat on Wednesday pre-recording our pod. Was like, we turned around, Mike said to me, when you are aware it's now 10 weeks since we one last saw each other and two last went to a wrestling show. But Jesus, that's so long ago. And part of me, it does feel like some days it feels every like minute of that 10 weeks, and then some other times it's different. Like for me, like outside of doing like obviously this stuff, I work in a school and I've been working from home since this all began, just from like distance and health purposes and stuff. And like like I'm keeping myself busy. Luckily, doing stuff like this really does eat up a lot of your day, like organising stuff and doing this. So it's always fun. And then also,
it's given us the time to like start doing all this stuff as well.
Yeah.
Generally, like, oh, we'd like to do this, but normal life gets in the way, and now we've set all these things up. Like, oh, we've kind of got the system in place, so we can do these things far effortlessly in the future.
Yeah, because when we first spoke about doing this, Matty, I think probably like 6 months to a year ago, and we just never got around to it.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, we can set this up, and then it's like, oh, cool, we can do this. Oh, let's do more stuff like this. Oh, and then Idiot Boy here spends like £100 on Twitch equipment that I don't have. I was like, oh, brilliant, cool. And then, and like, you just gotta like persevere. Like, you just gotta get through it. We are good. Like, as much as it doesn't seem like it, and I think I was on a bunch of pods talking about mental health. Everyone's trying. I think I spoke to Mike this week, and I'll give full disclosure. I did say that this week I've been like struggling more than most this week, purely because it's my girlfriend's birthday today, and I'm not seeing her because of all this stuff. And I was feeling a bit more like down on myself than most. But then that's when you go to your friends, you're like, I'm feeling a bit rubbish, and then they'll be like, oh, alright, let's go have a chat, let's have a laugh, let's do this, and you end up pulling yourself out of it, and you've got to realise that stuff like this is temporary. It's a long temporary, but it's temporary, and everyone will come out the end of it, to not get to Jerry Springer Final Four. But we'll all be fine, as long as everyone's staying safe. That is a very good point. I don't know if Rhys has pressed start. Scotty did mention, shouldn't Brandy be in Dustin's corner?
Yeah, well, why not then?
Yeah.
What's up?
Did you hear what I said? Or
I didn't get what Mike said.
I was going to say, surely we should have QT Marshall in his apple.
I don't think he exists as a character.
I would love that if you just said that at the
line.
I'd say, I don't think he exists. I think he's a figment of all of our imaginations.
It's like an artist's impression.
He's a concept. Is our QT Marshall. By the way, if you're on Twitch and you don't follow us on Twitter, 1, why? And 2, go follow us on Team Wrestle, because right now, if you go to the pinned post, we are doing a contest giving away a free code to watch Double or Nothing tomorrow on Fight TV. All you got to do is follow us, like, retweet, all that good stuff, and then we'll pick a winner.
And they've got to follow Fight TV.
And they've got to follow Fight TV as well. our boys at Fight TV, boys and girls, they're our squad at Fight TV. Follow where? Well, I'll tell you, Scotty, it's at TWM Wrestle, twitter.com/TWM Wrestle. Please get involved. We've got a load of people already entering. We do this all the time over on our Twitter, thanks to Fight TV, because they are awesome. So yeah, if you want to be in the chance.
You know,
yes, they have.
To be fair to Fight, I was thinking this earlier today, like, they have been very good to us, like, you know, giving us all the stuff they do, just like helping us put out the content.
So yeah, for the fans, they're doing it for, like, I'll tell, as much as I love Fight, we were doing the show on Wednesday, and the show we were meant to do just disappeared off Fight TV. Tweeted them, 5 minutes later it's back up online. And I was like, cheers guys, appreciate it. But yeah, we've got Dustin Rhodes up against old Sean Spears. I might have been a bit harsh on him in my predictions. I did say that Sean Spears has literally done nothing since losing to Cody. So I'm not counting the tag.
The best quote I ever heard about Sean Spears. He's got just enough talent to lose every wrestling match on TV. That's not the most brutal thing I've ever heard.
That's so harsh, but so true. Well, I love Ty Dillinger, and I love like Sean Spears, but they brought him in. It almost if they brought him in to be just, we're going to feature to Cody and then best of luck to you.
Well, wasn't that pretty much what Cody said? That's how they were building that feud. He said something about he was a steady hand, and
he said he was a good hand, and he is. He's literally a good hand. And that tag team thing, unfortunately, it was just bad timing, weren't it? He started that, and then no one's allowed to go anywhere. Although it would have been hilarious if they picked that Simon Miller vote from Rock Culture.
Although it did bring us the miracle that is Pineapple Pete.
Love Shug D, absolute boy. Former co-host of one of our podcasts, and fellow lover of La Parka, as Dustin Rhodes just hoofed Sean Spears square in the bollocks.
So decimated.
We got all this stuff as well about Dustin potentially retiring soon. I don't see why he should, unless he it's just I want to go into coaching, because over the last, I want to say 5-6 years, he's actually got better and better to the point where he's probably better now than he was in 96, 97.
Well, he wanted to retire at the Cody match, and I think he was planning on announcing it, and basically Cody didn't let him.
It's almost like he needed.
Brother! I was trying to lead you in. That promo is never not going to be funny, is it? It was this really emotional promo that we were all really emotional about straight after that match at Double or Nothing last year, and then all the Young Bucks have done have ruined it because we all take the piss out of it now. It's one of those things. I've had this. I got this game for my birthday last year, and I'm really bad at playing computer. I play Football Manager, and that's about it. And I'll buy games, play them for 5 minutes, and then they sit there until someone gives me a reason to put it back on again. Literally, I've had Fire Pro sitting on my shelf for ages and ages and ages. And then Bruce was like, "Oh, let's stream it and just do stupid stuff online." We're like, "Yeah, that sounds like a plan, actually." And then. Well, these are all, because the Fire Pro stuff is all New Japan. It's basically New Japan's 2K game. But all of this stuff, all the stuff we've got is just mods, like doing creator wrestling.
Well, it's downloaded off. There's a database online where people load their creator wrestling, so you just go on and download it. It's actually really easy.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
it's fun. It's more of an arcadey game as well. This version rather than like the more like obviously based in realism games, apart from this year's 2K game. But oh yeah, what was that one called? The arcade. Was it In Your House? In your house, the Super WrestleMania and all that. Yeah. But mine was when I was younger. It was SmackDown and No Mercy. The ones that and this is very much like No Mercy, so that's why I really enjoy it. I'll give a shout out to some. Yeah, I'll give a shout out to the boys in New Legacy because they agree with me that the GameCube WWE games are some of the most underrated, underrated wrestling games you can get. They're so good.
This could be it.
Roll up. John Cena booking. Oh, near falling.
He was 50 last year, wasn't he? He had his 50th.
He's 50. He's in his 50s, and he's just changed his finisher to the Canadian Destroyer, which is the best thing ever.
He's 51.
I've always appreciated like how good he is. I've only really become a big fan of his tail end of when he was in WWE because he was the matches with him and Cody against the Shield and stuff. Yeah. Oh, this has actually been a really good match. I'm very talking about actually. This is probably as good it will be because again these are two Dustin's really good and in a keep better each other. Good hand, Sean Spears. They did the the SSN thing that Sean Spears. Did anyone else just immediately just? It was so good, but all I could think of was Sean Spears. Where's Jim White? Ding ding ding. I think that's how it's one of those games that all the moves set up from a lockup. Yeah, like the No Mercy games and stuff. Just forever lockups. You should bring it back, Bronco. You should just actually your thing. You just constantly keep going for lockups. Someone on the top rope just go immediate collar and elbow. Oh, brilliant. First show back, I'm going to hear that you've won a match for collar and elbow time, and I'm going to mark out. We'll be the best together.
Do it next press start when you're playing video games.
Bronco just comes with the concept of Fire Pro Wrestling. That was one of the things that a lot of people said, that as much as it's rubbish and obviously some people that go obviously everyone who is that is watching and anyone who watches this on demand is him. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Dustin's got it.
Remember the suplex? Remember the suplex? Is obviously everyone help your local independent wrestling talents and buy all their merch and stuff if you can. But with the big gap, it's allowing a lot of people to heal up. Obviously, you didn't have a chance to heal up to begin with, so whenever this comes. Yeah, I can imagine because I've done the I've done the coach trip just watching a show in Cardiff, then come back to London. I can't imagine what it is driving back after wrestling. Right, so what are we doing next, Rhys?
I don't know. What do you guys fancy?
Should we do Statlander and Dr. Britt Baker DMD?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Yeah, if you want to get involved in the chat. Scotty's been chatting, Ian's been chatting, also on Twitter and stuff. Get involved. I've just seen what you've done, Rhys.
Had to be done.
So we couldn't find a proper Chris Statlander. Well, there's Chris Statlander DLC, but we couldn't get it at the current time. So Rhys decided to just use a shoot alien. Well, she is an alien, so maybe this is her real form. This is what's happened.
This is what's under the skin.
Oh, it's an underskin. She's a shoot alien. So yeah, we're doing Statlander against Britt Baker, Dr. Britt Baker DMD. Tiny.
What were you playing before, Brent? Oh, is he twitching at the moment, like right now?
He's twitching every day. He usually twitches every day, doesn't he?
He was on it, yeah. I saw Kurt the other day absolutely batter you on Rocket League.
Didn't he batter Dan as well on his Switch stream?
Yeah,
you know, absolutely annihilate him.
What he said to Brendan actually was, the only person I've seen that's worse than you is Dan Carey.
Oh, poor Dan. So there we go. That's your press start costume. When it happens again, you just go as the alien from Fire Pro Wrestling. You just get on a white lawsuit. Bob's your uncle.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, that was incredible. That was so funny.
13, 14.
That's brilliant. That's a powerful image. Oh, wow. I could beat him in fruit eating. So we've got...
I was just going to say, to be fair to Flash, like he's been absolutely smashing it these past couple of years. Like he's stepped up and taken every opportunity. Like really, really happy for him.
Yeah, and like
no, just like they pursued wrestling and marketed the same thing. But you look at Eddie had a really good job, but was doing both. So it's never a case of it's never.
Yeah.
You're on track to be the longest reigning All Wales champion as well at this rate. Oh really?
Yeah.
No, I was the reason I thought of it was because I saw I was watching Danny's YouTube and he's got a clip on there of you winning the title. Like, so I'm trying to like learn to edit videos and stuff. So I've just been like looking at lots of different channels to see like what I can learn, what I can pick up and stuff. Like Danny's, like he seems really good at editing and all that kind of stuff. Like he's way better than I am.
Like really out of it, it's like video editors and trying to teach himself from just YouTube videos and that sort of stuff. Trying to cut animes together and just playing about with content online.
Mike is trying to single-handedly bring the Brit SMVC back. That's his aim. Yeah, we got a Dragon Rana by an alien to pick up the win. So Chris Statlander's winning. So there we go. So Statlander's beating Britt Baker. Will she be dressed as? It'll be hilarious if tomorrow night Statlander comes out in like grey gear. I'm like, my God, she watched the stream. Oh,
she really is.
So everything we've done so far. So you got Best Friends against Private Party. You've got who did what the second match we put on? You got Dustin against Sean Spears, MJF against Jungle Boy, Statlander against Britt Baker. You've got the no DQ match for the women's title, Hikaru Shida against Nyla Rose. You've got the 9-man ladder match for the casino ladder match, which is. I'm going to try and. What match are we doing next? You do the ladder match next, or you doing Lance versus Cody?
What do you want to do? Should we do Lance versus Cody?
Yeah, let's do Lance versus Cody, and then we can have the two big schmoz matches together. So, you got the ladder match, which is Rey Fenix, Orange Cassidy, Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian, Luchasaurus, Colt Cabana, Darby Allin, Kip Sabian, and then a mystery ninth person. And then you got the Stadium Stampede, where they've just whacked a stadium on the 50-yard line at the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium, and they're gonna have a big like the Boneyard match and fight. They're gonna have like a big crazy brawl where Sammy Guevara's probably gonna get thrown off something.
They found another way to do the death match this way, haven't they?
Yeah, this is actually, I said that. I did say that if we can't get the Blood Guts War Games match, then this is probably the best possible alternative. Them just having like an empty stadium to do stupid stuff, and like I said, Sammy Guevara to get yeeted off something. Then you got Cody and Lance Archer, and then you got Mr. Brody Lee against John Moxley. It's a really good card. Like, it's actually like it's a really, really stacked event. I just wish they started at the same time WWE do. They start a bit like there is a big gap. Like, yeah, there is a big gap between starting at midnight and starting at 1 a.m. I'm more awake at midnight than I am at 1 a.m. to be like invested in a show. So I'm hoping I'll be awake. If not, I'll watch it in the morning. But it is weird. Like, WrestleMania for like all of us was a lot easier because we all just like about 10 of us all sat online and watched the show together. So it's like we had a crowd together. Like, to be fair, I had probably two of my like the Boneyard match is legitimately like one of the best. Like the Boneyard match and the Firefly Funhouse were probably for me two of the best things WWE have done. Because they were just so well done, and they went for it. They didn't hold back. They're like, right, if we're going to do this, it's going to be for the Boneyard match. As pretty much as someone said, it's a Clint Eastwood film in a wrestling match, and it would work so well. And then the other one was like, we are going to go as meta, balls out, insane as physically possible for that Firefly Funhouse match. I think I've rewatched them two matches like 5 or 6 times, just those two matches alone, because they're just so much fun to watch. And I always like hard recommend. Money in the Bank was weird, but then again, I don't know why I stayed up for that. I just ended up staying up watching it, but it was still fun to watch. Obviously, us three, we kind of have an obligation with TWM and stuff to watch it. But then again, some stuff's been good, but there's nothing other than those two matches for Mania. If I'm brutally honest, there's nothing that I've written down in like my favourite matches of the year list from like the no crowd ones, because it does take a bit away from it. The match has to be like really good or really, really different for it to take away from the fact that it's done in complete silence. So
you know, I was going to say it's a shame because the match between Rollins and Kevin Owens was like incredible. If there was a crowd there, that would have probably been like a 5-star match.
It's like I was really looking forward to that.
Really good.
Yeah, like it's like I was really looking forward to that Edge and Orton match, but it just oh god.
It's alright. You're going to get the greatest match ever in a couple of weeks.
Oh, the greatest wrestling match of all time between Edge and Randy Orton at Backlash. Yeah, I'm so excited for that. Cannot believe they're having the balls to call that match the greatest wrestling.
Dave Meltzer's got his knees.
I know that. Yeah, it will be. It'll be really good. The only match I can remember from them two is the one where Orton punched the floor and ended up dislocating his own shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just the accumulation of them always doing it for such a long period. And then it's like, oh, that's why you've got shoulder problems.
But I was so young, I didn't understand what happened, because if it was 2009, 2010, I would have been, well, not young, but I would have still been like, I don't understand what's just happened. Because he just goes, boom, boom, oh, my shoulder, and he starts just going limp, and then they both went, what the hell just happened? And then I find out the next day, oh, he dislocated his shoulder for punching the floor. Have we not? I'm trying to think. We haven't got. We should ahead of time. We should have tried to find if we could get Mike Tyson as a referee.
Oh,
Joe, I've seen.
We might have him actually.
Have a look. See if we can get Mike Tyson as the ref. Joe, I've clicked the link. I've a feeling I know what the link is, but
It involve a certain member of the SmackDown roster. SmackDown or Raw? No, I don't have Mike Tyson.
Oh, I'm not going to mention it on air because it is of a personal nature. But Mike, I don't know if you've read or WhatsApp in regards to something we were keeping an eye on?
I haven't yet.
Go and have a read. It's positive news. That's what I'll say. So yeah, we are going to go into the TNT title match, where Cody will be going up against Lance Archer. Jake Roberts has got his top off to second Lance Archer on this one.
He's been hanging out with the best friends.
He's just finished tweeting The Rock. He's taking his shirt off. He's saying this link, and I have a feeling I know what it is. I don't want to open it on my laptop. I was trying to open it on my. I feel like I have a feeling I know what it's going to be. Is it just going to be the?
I clicked on it. It must have been the exact same time as you did, but mine was on mute. But I heard yours.
Oh, did that come through the microphone?
Yes.
Yes. Get in. I had a feeling that Joe was gonna. I was like, Joe, have you sent me a different version of me? No, it was literally the meme from the video. God damn it. I can't believe you've done this, Joe. Joe, have you got a PS4? Because you should come on and chat with us as well. We've got a lot more graps to be getting on with, as we have mine and Mike's personal favourite, Lance Archer, and Rhys, to be fair, as well.
Hey, he's bigger.
Because everybody
love him, though. When I spoke to this again, putting myself over, in my predictions, I did say that AEW done a brilliant job, one by putting in with Jake Roberts, and then two, literally just copying and pasting his character from Japan. They've not changed anything about him because his character was already brilliant to begin with. So,
sorry, go on.
I was going to say, to the point where they're allowing him to throw people around on the outside of the ring like he used to do in Japan, which is the best part.
I was just going to ask Brendan, have you ever met Lance or worked on the card with him?
Yeah!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking the other day about people in their 40s like debuting. You know Rico from Billy and Chuck? Like he was in his 40s before he got called up to the main roster. Same with Boogeyman as well.
Lance Archer's got.
Yeah,
Lance Archer's got a block of wood and it's like battering Cody. The rest is fine with it.
He's in like his what would he be in, like his late 50s, 60s now or something?
And the mad thing about that is, didn't he, once he finished with WWE, he went back in his like late 40s, early 50s, and went back to being a police officer in Vegas. Was it? Who was his tag in AEW? Did he team with Lesnar? Or was that? I know Shelton did. Oh, Cena! It was Rico and Cena, weren't it? Yeah. Because if you look at if you look at wrestlers that debuted like a lot older than most, obviously the first one's DDP. DDP was there. I remember being younger and then being completely in shock when I was a lot older, realizing how old DDP was. I was like, was he? Yeah, he went backwards, didn't he? He started off as a manager, then was a commentator, then became a wrestler rather than the other way. If anyone's ever bored, there is. I'm hoping it's still on YouTube. Someone clipped up all of DDP's diamond cutters in WCW, like as a big supercut. And if you watch it, it starts from no one caring, and it just gets louder and louder and louder until it becomes the most over move in WCW. Brilliant. And then on that flip side, I was bored, and I think I must have just I think I watched like the Ruthless Wrestling thing and then randomly started searching Mark Jindrak on WWE Network and ended up watching that episode of Thunder. I don't know if I remember this from 2000. You know when Canyon became positively Canyon pretending to be DDP? Anyone else remember this?
Not at all.
Well, there was an episode where Canyon just ran around diamond cuttering random people for 2 hours. Stagehands, passers-by. It's generally the stupidest thing ever, but at the same time, one of the most entertaining things. I love those.
Sounds like the birth of RKO out of nowhere.
It pretty much is. He made that meme. Positively Canyon walk, so that meme could run. I love it. Do we? We actually we've not really given. We've not really given any of our predictions since we did the best friend. This one, Lance Archer's winning. Does anyone else think that? I don't think Cody.
Yeah. I think Cody's going to win because he lost that match against Jericho, so he's never allowed to challenge for the title like ever again. So the TNT title is going to be his title.
I have a feeling that they might have him lose this match and then down the road, or maybe actually no, they probably won't have the Stadium Stampede. I feel like they're going to have him turn heel, and they will have a match where eventually goes, I'm in charge of the company, I decide, I'm giving myself another title shot, so they can have Cody versus Moxley, because that's like another big money match they want to have.
MJF was right all along.
Yeah, that's basically it. I think. But then again, at the same time, I really want MJF to be the next person who faces Moxley for the AEW title. Because it just makes sense for me to have MJF as the next guy. Personally, I would have MJF beat Moxley, but that's just me. So.
I think the way to go down the line is Archer wins this, wins the title, keeps it for a few months, but loses it to Darby Allin. And Darby's first defence is against Cody, because Cody is just confident saying, well, you can't beat me, I've beaten you twice in Juba. And then Darby gets his big win over Cody, and then that pushes Darby out the ring.
Long-term booking from Michael. Just planning well ahead. By the way, like, apparently this match is just going to have no rules, because they've just got table bits out of chairs.
Yeah, I mean, referee Aubrey Edwards obviously knows how much this means to both men, and he's allowing some extra leniency.
Rhys going into his commentator, cliche bit there.
That's a little soundbite I seem to say every week, every time it's a record.
Soundbites, kids, soundbites. That Jake Roberts thing with Brandy was a bit from 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah. Less the steak, more the humping.
kind of both together.
Yeah, it was, he did go a bit heroes of wrestling. did old Roberts with that.
But the real thing is, like, he did nothing on that episode. He didn't really do a lot last week. I mean, this week he wasn't even on the show, with no reason.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what's... The thing is, wasn't there something going around that he was planning on, like, jacking it in full-time to focus on running AEW? Like, relatively soon.
I thought you were going to say he'd jack it in to focus on running, he's going to start doing marathons.
Yeah, no, he's planning on trying to take on Usain Bolt.
How many years ago was that? Okay.
There's an emotional plea to Cody to not give up wrestling to become a marathon runner. Don't do it. We do it every Wednesday. And this is a special one. We did this for pay-per-view for see if everyone enjoyed it. Just 2.9. So yeah, we do it every Wednesday, and you're more than welcome to come hang out with us and mess around. Sweet. Yeah, it gets even weirder on Wednesday to get our random characters that we've all invented. So you can meet Disco Cesaro, the best wrestler of all time.
Cheers, Brendan.
Thanks for coming on. Well, an exclusive interview from Brendan White.
What a lovely man he is.
Lovely, and yeah. By the way, just getting back to this match, Cody's hit the crossroad twice, and Lance Archer just no-sold it both times.
He's got a sledgehammer.
Oh my god, he's gonna hit the throne again to mock Triple H.
Well, it's a Cody match, isn't it? So of course that's going to happen.
I'm getting rinsed in the WhatsApp because they know I can't reply back.
It's fine.
No, they're just... Yeah, not that. I mean, they're all rinsing me about something else now because I'm not here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's confusing.
Yes, that is. I just wanted to message back, just maybe sound guilty. No, I'm not done with it. Don't know why I said that.
Speaking of news, www.twm.news for all your latest wrestling news.
Link! What a link! That is why we pay you the big bucks. That's why we pay you the big bucks, Rhys Thomas.
All those exposure bucks.
All those biggest exposure bucks. I was waiting when we tweeted that as a joke to someone. By the way, I want to give him a shout out. What was his name? Was it Melon or something? From Twitter earlier on, who had us all rolling. A Mango, sorry. Look at that Mango. who tweeted us when I accidentally wrote the wrong title and then tweeted us and asked, could you hire me and then fire me for my CV, please? so we hired and fired him. And the best part about it is if you go onto his Twitter bio, it now says hockey and wrestling and 32nd employee of TWM Wrestling. He's an absolute...
Who's this guy? Bella? No, Mango.
Called Mango. Look at that Mango on the Twitter. He's an absolute hero. Actually, I should probably... It was lovely scenes, absolutely lovely scenes.
I like the way that Lance has wrestled this match with his
He's gone for the old Baron Corbin look.
Yeah, this match is well into well over the 20-minute mark. Like, I think this could be a sign of things to come.
It's a Cody match. That Cody match is going to go at least 30 minutes.
I'm going to say that Arn and Brandy, as well as we have not seen much involvement from the managers at ringside.
Joe, I'm going to kick your ass. Stop sending that link.
Isn't it the same one each time?
He keeps sending the same link every goddamn time. Oh.
How do you like it? How do you like it?
Joe. How do you like it? How do you like it? Well, now he's apparently a Carter. He's our Cody.
yeah, Okoda.
Okoda.
And then after Tracy some...
Oh no.
Is he going?
She's gone! She's gone for DQ!
Rolled it out!
So, what we're saying tomorrow, Lance Archer's winning the TNT title because Cody gets himself to... Cody gets bullied into disqualification.
That referee is trying to
fuck on me! Oh, I can't believe that happened.
Lance Archer wins the TNT title by DQ. Aubrey Edwards saw the whole thing. Like, how did he fall for that?
Oh, can someone please clip that and then name it the referee? The referee tried to fuck on me. The referee, he was trying to fuck on me. Oh, that's gold.
The
That's
referee
genuinely.
tried and succeeded.
Aubrey Edwards successful at fucking on Cody.
Well, she's
That
no,
was-
no longer doing the AEW podcast.
Should we do Shida against Nyla, the no DQ?
Yes.
Have we
As
got to
long
go
as
into like a
some-
weapons?
What is that? Because we need Nyla Rose to walk around with a kendo stick just so she can after the "I've found your kendo stick" bitch.
That was genuinely one of the funniest moments in wrestling the last few weeks.
Yes.
Bong,
Damn right.
here's your kendo stick, bitch.
I found your kendo stick, bitch. That's not me trying to do her voice. Just so But, yeah.
I'll tell you what we can do. I will play this match as Sheeta so that I can go and get all the weapons from under the ring.
Cheating, insider trading.
You're like a modern day Raven.
In the,
Even floor.
You just need a trolley now to bring everything around you.
I feel like we should give Rick Knox another match.
Have we had Bryce ref a match yet?
He refed one of them. He refed the open.
Yeah, what about referee Rick Sanchez? I just decided is an AEW referee. I don't even know if that's
You know, there is one called like Paul something that like I've never.
Paul Turner.
Yeah, that's it. He's the boss as well, isn't he? He's like the senior official.
Sidebar, Rhys, you need to send an invite to our next guest.
Who's that?
She added you on PSN.
Okay, I'll do it now before this match starts.
This is not the ad first.
What's our shop website? Like twmshop.com?
Are very volatile. All of them good. So go and check them out.
one of them is elite.
One of them is elite. One of them will cross the line when I eventually can follow to pull it off. Hello, it's our next guest.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up,
Here's the
Tim?
It's Kimmy. Kimmy's joined us. Here's the key
Hello.
question. Kimmy, how much have you had to drink?
Half a bottle of wine.
There we go, brilliant.
How big is said bottle of wine?
Well, it's like a normal size, I don't know. 75 cl. There you go.
Well, that's how convenient that Kim has turned up as we're having our AEW Women's Title match.
Hello.
As Hikaru Shida takes on Nyla Rose.
Kick me. I'm in his feet.
Grabbing a chair, bit of broken table, another
It's always funny
chair.
how there's a bit of a broken table, but no matches have table.
Yeah. Someone's just done a thing.
That's me, sorry.
I think that was the AEW general.
So Kim, you are our second guest on the stream today. As out of nowhere, we were joined by another member of the wrestling fraternity. Bronco Brendan White joined us for a little bit.
Former star of Being the Elite.
Yes, he is. Technically former AEW star. Bronco Brendan White. Yeah. So.
1, 2,
Can I talk about how great Hikaru Shida is?
whoa!
She is my favourite. She is my favourite female. Oh, Death Valley Driver on a chair.
Ouch.
Good lord. Ouch. I'm just going to type on Twitter. And Kimmy A kisses her after half a bottle of wine.
I'm also in a corset, so I can't breathe.
Well,
It gets better and better, guys.
there's a powerful image.
What am I going to pass out from first? Not being able to breathe due to the corset or the wine?
or this match, where this match will be so breathtaking.
Well, I would cut out from that if you would give me the link to see it.
Twitch.tv/TWM Wrestle.
Literally texted Matthew 3 times, like, how am I watching this?
Oh, my phone's on silent. I assumed you would know, but it's literally the same link as everything else.
What is it?
It's twitch.tv/TWM Wrestle.
TWM.
You know the thing you've been on several times?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, candlestick.
Ah,
there's your kendo stick, bitch. I don't think it's how. Kim, how much do you watch any AEW? Do you watch a lot of it? I know obviously because it's got your boy Moxie, so I would imagine you watch a fair bit. So do you watch it
but I
weekly?
haven't actually watched it recently because I don't know how to watch it.
Well. That's almost like we're doing an advert. You can watch it.
It is actually that wasn't actually like I won't.
No, just pretend. Kayfabe.
Kayfabe. Where can I watch it, Matthew?
Well, you can watch it every week for a very reasonable price by signing up to AEW Plus at Fight.tv. $4.99, best $4.99 in the business.
Subscribe.
Yeah, I'll also WhatsApp you about a completely unrelated thing, but something you'll be interested in later on. Yeah, so Hikaru Shida is by far, in my opinion, the best female wrestler that AEW has.
Yeah, I think so. She's my favourite from the women's division. Yeah,
she's really good. And was this the one Mike will probably know because obviously he's the Oracle. There's a baseball back. Was he the one? Was Hikaru Shida the one that they did the really sensible like come over here for 3 matches, see if you like living in America, and then if you want to stay, which I think is a really sensible move to do for like the new wrestlers, like the Japanese wrestlers, be like come over here, like almost a bit of a loan move, see if you like it, and then if you stay, or if you like it, then we'll sign you to a permanent deal and get you set up. And that worked for Hikaru Shida because, yeah, she settled in rather well, been one of the most consistent performers on the women's roster.
Apart from in this match, because I don't know the controls very well.
Yeah, you're not helping. If anything, you're gifting Nyla Rose the win here. So, because this is also one of the biggest things. I was watching, actually, Brian Zane, Wrestling with Greg, I think everyone's aware of it at this point, was talking basically like doing the pros and cons of the first year in AEW. The biggest problem with AEW is the fact that they've really kind of probably dropped the ball on their women's division. Like it's not been as great as everyone thought it was going to be.
To go even before that, they didn't get the right talent. And that's not to say anything bad about anybody they've signed. I think everybody they signed is talented because it's human. They just didn't get enough established wrestlers to help along the younger talent or the less experienced talent to help develop them. Because people like the Faker and
Riho,
like Penelope Ford, they are people that they've not wrestled for many years. And not just that, but the number of matches they've had, they've just not, in effect, got the reps. And they only really get better by either going out and working on matches, which they can't play, or by working like really talented and experienced. And I think that's like the problem.
Yeah, I would say, and also they did get a bit of a rough hand because they brought just knock yourself out.
Just ran into a ring post.
Did like it also has they got her offhand because they clearly wanted to build the promotion around Kylie Ray, and then Kylie Ray left.
That was such.
And then they clearly wanted to build it around as well the returning Awesome Kong, and then that didn't work out. So
I thought they were going to sign initially. I thought they were going to sign Tessa as well, but then obviously went back.
It's one of those ones where if they manage to get the other 3 women as well as Britt Baker from that 4-way, if they manage to get Chelsea Green, like Kim would be aware, we talk about her every week, like Madison Rae and Tessa Blanchard, it'd be a lot better. And again, like with Kylie Ray, me and you have been speaking about Kylie Ray for a few weeks now with with Impact and just how good she is. And it's obviously no one still knows what the hell happened with her in AEW. But in the end, it's been a big loss for them because she literally is that like fiery baby face that they really needed, that they didn't have in the end because Rio's good, but she's more of a showcase person. Britt Baker was just no one wants to cheer a fucking dentist, so
But like
it's a strange one. She's great. And then Nyla Rose ended up. Did you just get yourself DQ'd in a no DQ? Did you not turn off DQ?
that would be a strong no.
We'll just say Vince Russo booked this.
A champion's advantage?
Who's saying?
You lost in 14 minutes. Normally we've been simming it, but Rhys had this bright idea of I'm going to be Hikaru Shida so I can get all the weapons out.
Right.
But one, didn't know how to play as Hikaru Shida, and two, forgot to turn DQ off in this match.
Oh, dear.
So, in the last two matches, we've had Lance Archer win the TNT title by DQ, and in this one, Hikaru Shida lost her women's title match in a no DQ match via DQ.
You guys are done.
Well. Well then. Should we go to the next match, Rhys?
Yes, we shall. The casino ladder match?
Yeah. That
Yes.
makes sense.
Even though we can't do a ladder match. So we're just going to have a battle royal, which is like the ladder match, which is kind of like a ladder match, in a way. You're just going down rather than up.
Well, I mean, this one it's like the Royal Rumble in that people are entering the ladder
Oh,
match.
Tartus?
Well, no, we are doing the card from Double or Nothing, so...
Oh, right, okay, that's probably why it's called Double or Nothing, right?
Yes.
Shit, then. Gave it away.
Oh, speaking of wine, I just got a text from my girlfriend that she's drunk a lot of it, so...
Yeah, boy.
Happy birthday to Danny.
Yeah, like she's watching. Oh, shall I tell the amazing story of what happened today with her present? So I sent all of the family presents and my stuff in one box to her, and I sent it in an old microphone box that I had. So this morning I text her like, oh, text me when you've woken up, so I can see you open your presents because I'm obviously not going to see you today. And then an hour later she's like, oh, I've already opened it, thanks. And I was like, that was a bit of a abrupt way of telling me to open your present. Like, what's up with her? Eventually, at 2 o'clock, we eventually talked. And I'm like, so you opened your present then? Like, you didn't seem too happy. And she's like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Like, I don't know why you bought me a microphone. And I was like, so you've not opened the box then? No. Open the box. All the presents are inside. She goes, oh, I wondered why you bought me a microphone that I'm not going to use. I was like, I was going to find a use for it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh, but she's fine. She's happy.
It's a good effort, by the way.
A solid effort.
I like to think your response to her was like the that SNL sketch, you know. What's up with that?
What's up with that?
I'm kind of forgetting who's the last person in this match now. Who are we missing?
Tons, who have you got so far?
Come back out.
We say Pentagon. Is it? Yeah.
Pentagon is not in it.
Orange Cassidy.
Oh, of course.
Baby!
The winner of this match.
Have you heard what they're actually hanging above the ring for the winner of this match?
It's a giant casino chip, isn't it?
Yeah, all I could think of when I heard that was like, I wonder if it's one of them from last year, after Kenny impulsively got some of them made like 2 days before the show, that they just found a use for an extremely large photo.
It depends. Is it going to be overly, like, how big is it going to be?
I hope it's going to be massive. Like, ridiculously massive.
like an oversized novel. I've always wanted there to be a like a match. Nobody to get matches for like for I want one match for that match just be for like an oversized novelty check.
Yeah.
So Scotty's asked. We asked about who's going to be the 9th person in this match. But it's a 9-man ladder match. We also don't know who the 9th person is. So we're just doing an 8-man rumble.
Why?
Because one, we can't have ladder matches, and two, 8 is the maximum you can have in the Ring on Fire, bro.
Who the frick is dancing like they need a wee?
That's Kip Sabian, so of course he is.
Well, that makes sense to
Scotty says that he thinks the mystery person is Pac, which is... We literally discussed this earlier, didn't we? As a joke, I said, unless Vanguard 1's going to literally pick him up like the claw from Toy Story, I don't think they'll be allowed to... Vanguard 2, sorry. Vanguard 1 RMP. The claw. I doubt he's going to be allowed. They can't even private jet him over. Like, it's not happening. So yeah, shall I give the floor to Mike because he has loads of theories on who he thinks is going to be the who he thinks is going to be the 9th man.
So theory 1 is he's newly available.
New in town,
Newly single, newly moved to the area.
He may have moved to the area. He's a good friend of Sammy Guevara's. He's with the start. He's a free agent. He might be a really big the other person I put out, when I saw the name pop up earlier, he made a very bold choice on himself this year, and it's like stay fully independent. Like everybody wanted to sign him, everybody offered him contracts, he turned them all down to stay independent. He was everything. Now the show's really running.
That's an interesting shot.
I thought you were going to say David Stein. When you said independent. Sting.
Just imagine it being Sting. Rhys. All I was going to say, and someone in the chat, she said, is there any way you could possibly turn the game audio again?
I will
might be able to do it.
try.
No, because they can't hear us. That's why. They can hear us a little bit, but they can turn the game down a little bit. I think you might be able to turn it down in settings, in chat party. I cannot confirm or deny. Yeah. We will endeavour. Magv, thank you very, very much for informing us.
I think I might have to do it after the match. It might be a second game.
Right, got it. We'll do that. So just bear with for now, and then after this match we'll turn it. Just everyone just yell. Incredibly loud.
Oh my god!
What a maneuver!
Oh my god, did you see that? There's a three-way lockup. What the fuck was that?
Also, we just seen Phoenix did a backflip for no reason, which was tremendous.
No, that was...
Why is Kevin Nash in the match?
That's, which one are you talking about?
The one that looks like Kevin Nash.
You mean Darby Allin?
There's Darby right now. Is it the one with the green face?
No.
Which one looks like Kevin Nash to you?
The one in the star singlet.
Colt Cabana.
That's Colt Cabana. Kip Sabian's gone. Oh wait, he's back again. How do you win this match?
You know, like a triple threat or a fatal four-way. It's like 2 fatal four-ways going on at once.
Oh god, this is gonna go on forever.
This is the match.
On my predictions, I think at the end of my predictions, I just literally wrote down Orange Cassidy has to win, Orange Cassidy has to win, Orange Cassidy has to win. Mainly because, can we get a world title match that's like a big star making performance of Orange Cassidy versus John Moxley?
Oh no, the winner of this gets the title gets a TNT.
No, you are wrong, sir.
Fight.
The Battle Royal on Dynamite is for the TNT title.
You
This is for the world
guys are
title.
like 10% to 90% game.
Yeah, no, we've addressed that. We're going to sort it out after this.
Who's Mag? Who is Mag?
I don't know, Scotty D probably.
Shout out to Mike B.
I just really like saying Mag.
I love him, Maggle.
Mag.
Maggle! I love him, Maggle! We found on Friday. This is going to really annoy him now by saying his name over and over.
He's gonna leave, guys. I'll fuck it up.
We found on Friday nights, Maggle!
Are we allowed to swear on this?
Mike did the first 30 seconds, so yes.
Okay, cool.
But,
2.9.
Shout out to
2.9.
Scotty B. He's been pretty active in the chat tonight.
Yes, Scotty D's been getting involved. Remember, if you popped in as if you have just popped in, if you go to our Twitter, twitter.com/TWMWrestle, and go to our pinned tweet, you could be like and retweet that, follow Fight TV, and you could be in for a chance to watch Double or Nothing for free, courtesy of your friends at Fight TV. So please go and do that.
No.
Matt says Scott and I watch AEW live every week on VR. It is pretty good times. Social media is to death. Well, you're not going to watch Double or Nothing on Fight then. You've got to go over there and do the tweet thing. It'll be fun on Friday nights and mother. So.
How do you watch it on VR? Is that like with a VR virtual reality headset?
Watch that be something else. They use VPN and watch Fight, which is the way that we watch it. Do you know what a VPN is? Also,
sorry, I'm messaging at the same time.
This is what happens when Kim does. Yeah, when Kim is done. This is what it's like. Yes, sir. She's messaging all of Canada.
All of Canada. Canada as a whole.
Excuse me, Justin Trudeau.
They've run out of maple syrup and they're having an emergency.
The moose. There is a moose loose in San Francisco.
You know when KFC ran out of chicken? That's like the Canadian equivalent.
All I think of with that, it still makes me laugh when that happened when KFC ran out of chicken, is that clip from that news report where that woman just goes, I had to go to Burger King. Still the funniest part.
Do you guys, there was just a freak out. The match is still going on. I thought it was the first pinfall.
Oh my god, have you made it elimination?
Has someone left or...
No,
They must have kicked out then, like the Swan said.
No.
Jack might
How many have we got?
No, it's 7.
No, so it's elimination. We're going to be here for 2 days.
So we lost Darby Allin.
Oh, that was my prediction to win this.
Mike, who are you going for? Your prediction?
Well, in that case, I'm going to just have a go at the audio quickly since this match will go on for some time.
Pushed himself up the balcony again.
Okay, I've changed something. How's that for the viewers?
Mag, let us know. How does it sound? Do we sound better? It's better.
There's another pinfall. Ray Phoenix is eliminated.
Oh, wow.
Orange Cassidy's gone as well. During the break there was an elimination that we did not see. I was trying to think of a funny response thing, I don't have. We are now 35 and the game's 65, so once this match finishes we can try and make it we're louder than the game. So.
Oh, is it still loud?
We need to be louder than the game.
Yeah, you
Which is
guys
good to
are
know.
35%, the game's 65.
Are you guys AEW fans or also NXT New Japan? We literally watch everything. So,
You have to.
I do have to literally watch everything. Yeah. Freckle Squid said he just streamed himself last night for the first time.
Well, his name was freezing.
Yeah, people that are just joining us, we've got Kim with us, and she's drunk or better for fine.
As Cole Cabana just gets eliminated.
Probably now.
We're down to the final four.
The Rock's doing a pin. I'm just gonna name these other people.
It's Frankie Kazarian after his hair transplant.
Oh, this guy's gone.
We're down to a dinosaur.
I just played for the baby.
It's a dinosaur. It's a fucking dinosaur. What I love is we've had two people on this, and legitimately, one has not watched AEW in ages, and one has got some AEW, but is drunk.
The last time I watched AEW was when I was in America, so that was in December. So actually I watched it a while.
It's still more recent than Donkey.
Yeah, that is cool, in the recent conversation. Yeah, to answer your question, Freckle Squid, of Mag, we watch a little bit of everything. Thank you very much to Freckle Squid, who's just started hosting us. Thank you.
Oh, you're...
Here comes Lawson.
And we're down to two.
Lawson. We're not down to Lawson and Luchasaurus.
We're down to two, the dinosaur and Luchasaurus.
That's mean. Naughty. Naughty Rhys.
Oh, what's that?
That usually means that he's knocked him out.
Yeah, Kazarian wins.
So probably the person with the least amount of chance of winning that match won our prediction.
Frankie Kazarian.
Frankie Kazarian is going to win the casino ladder match.
Big one. He's never won a world title, has he?
Thank you very much, Freckled Squig. That's really, really kind. He said he's trying to help us when he's not streaming.
Okay, the mic volume is now on maximum, so I don't think it can go any higher.
Mag, tell us if we're too loud at this point.
What match are we going to do next? We've got two matches, the stadium match and the title match.
I think to honour our Lord and Saviour Bronco Brendan White, we we put the title match on last.
So we're gonna go for
the Stadium Stampede.
Remember, we need the special canvas.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
The thing is, though, we've only got 4 people, so we're going to have to pick 4 people. So, are we going to do the Bucks, Hangman Page, and Hardy, or?
Well, the one thing I would say is Kenny is the only character which actually comes with the game, so he's like better with the moves and that character talks as well. So he's the one I wouldn't drop.
So are we dropping Matt Hardy?
Yeah, because it's supposed to be in a circle with you.
Okay, we're going to say that Matt Hardy went back to his home planet. I have to go now. Huh? Oh, that's a good point, actually. Someone went and dropped the broken box. So yeah, Matt Jackson shouldn't be in there because he got injured.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Yeah, he's back.
Didn't... No, it's not. For once, it's not his back this time. Didn't he crack a rib in that crossbody?
It's not broken. It's just bruised.
He's not Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was in the earlier match. Spinal!
Oh, well, you had to realise what you were doing then. Is that my back is broke.
I broke my back!
I broke my back.
Wait, hold on.
My back.
Why is there a TWN section on what you're doing right now?
Oh, that's a
our,
promotion we do on Wednesday nights.
Yeah, we're slowly building it.
Oh, well done. Rhys, you have to make a Kim now.
Crying out loud. Like, what am I to you?
We've only been running like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
we want your debut to make an impact.
What did we think of, Freckle Squid says, what did we think of AEW the other day? It was pretty good, in all fairness. I think I preferred it to NXT this week. So,
I only watched it, so yeah, it's better.
mainly because it had Shug shouting out World Star as the brawl was happening, which made me laugh.
Who did we say we're dropping? Nick Jackson? Or
No, we're gonna-
Hangman Page?
Right.
I feel like we should have Matt Hardy.
Let's drop Matt Jackson. Was it Matt Jackson that got injured on Nick?
Nah.
So let's drop Matt just for injury purposes, so we can have broken Matt Hardy in. So we'll have Nick, Kenny, Hangman, and Matt Hardy. By the way, I'm so excited to see the stadium.
You know there's going to be something utterly ridiculous. And that's why I think it's going to end.
I said Sammy Guevara's getting thrown off something.
Who are we dropping from our side? Is it Sammy or
Jake Hager, the
okay?
former 5-star wrestling champion.
You've got to protect that champion.
Even though he's in full t-shirt and jeans.
Nah, it's a polo shirt. It's not just.
That's pretty funny actually. Like, his name is Jake Hager, but his nickname is Jack Swagger.
Jack Swagger Hager. We're talking about funny moments in wrestling. Oh, I talked about how funny the Hikaru Shida Naylor Rose thing. Probably not as funny as Sammy Guevara decided to take a headfirst bomb into an oncoming golf cart.
Oh wow!
I can't believe, like, he did.
Like the starter music, like the intro package.
Yeah.
It's like, no, if he's going to do something stupid like that, then he deserves to have it there.
That and the moonsault are like two of the big AEW moments. Like spots though. Yeah, it's great. I love it. I love it a lot. I like it a lot.
You like it a lot, do ya? You like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
You like it a lot.
I put my fan on because it's warm. Just thought I'd give a little sing song before we start.
Thank you for that.
Rhys, we have a question that you can answer.
What's that?
Freckle Squid asks, I'm not new to Fire Pro, but how do I actually use and activate the downloaded characters? I have a bunch of AEW stars downloaded, but don't know how to use them or the arena on the PS4.
Oh, I will show him right now if that's okay with you guys.
Here you go, Freckled Squid, you are getting your own personal tutorial. I'm gonna say, hold on, let me do like the voiceover for the beginning. Yeah, so, hold on.
Oh yeah, we can clip this and upload it as a tutorial afterwards.
So, how to upload wrestlers and arenas to Fire Pro Wrestling on the PS4 with your host, Stonky Bizzlecheeks.
So, by this time, you will have already downloaded your Creator Wrestlers. What you'll need to do is go into edit mode, because by default they won't become active, so you need to go into Team Edit, and then you need to go into Transfer Wrestler, because by default they will be in this section here, the Retire section. As you can see, mine at the moment is empty because I've taken them all out of there. I do have this one though, and assigned these are people mostly characters that just don't work because I don't have a DLC or I haven't got around to put them in their promotions. So what I would do is, if these characters were in this Matthias section, I'd go in, select a few of them. So say here's Kofi Kingston. He hasn't got a head because I don't have that part. And then move him into...
He needs to be a guy on our game, on TWM. Headless Kingston.
into the New Day, which I've set up as a faction under WWE. And then go out of there. And then once you go up to set the match...
Wow! Sorry.
He won't be in AEW, will he? He'll be in New Day.
He will be there without his head.
Now, stick around as we tell you how to get into Club Penguin for free.
You know, that's probably the easiest part. The adding the custom. I haven't added custom themes for any of these guys tonight because honestly, it's such a ball ache.
Right, so are we ready for the Stadium Stampede? So, no, you got elimination off, lumberjack off, tornado on, DQ count on. This is going to be an absolute. Yeah, DQ off. DQ is off.
Yeah.
Is count out off?
Yeah. Oh, outside. Yeah, I think that's the count out.
Outside. Can we win by anything other than free count? Could it be potentially? Can we win by murder?
I will make it pinfall only because I don't want anyone getting. As we have seen in our streaming, people do quite often get knocked out.
Let's have run-ins.
Do you know, I think that's why the run-ins, I think that's probably why, like, Arn Anderson and Jake the Snake and all them weren't getting involved earlier. But yes, we have the Elite. This is the Inner Circle.
Right. Here we go. I'm so excited to see this stadium that you've made.
I'm so excited that whenever it gets... I don't know what it is with you, right, Matthew? When it gets later, your Essex accent seems to come out more.
I know it really does. I've not even had a drink.
What is that?
I don't know. Yours is constantly out, to be fair. Maybe it's just because you being here as well.
Oh, okay, I see. When you're around another Essex person, it goes to the accent.
So when you weren't here, it was I was talking like I was from Wales.
Oh, Wales.
From with these two.
Oh, I could have sworn it was Bronco Brendan.
That wasn't Bronco. It was me the whole time. I was straining my voice.
Matt Hardy is the only one of those that actually looks like Matt Hardy. The rest of them.
You've literally just.
I think the young man had coronavirus.
But in the game, not IRL. No one used that as legitimate news source.
Oh no, he's looking like a proper hamster.
TWM.news have today reported.
In a Twitch stream. We just got ourselves cancelled.
We are cancelled.
Santana, Ortiz, Jericho, Sammy,
I don't like Jericho.
Because he's old now. He's Dad Jericho.
It doesn't look like Jericho.
Here we go, Stadium Stampede. This is going to be an absolute mess.
Have you guys seen Green Street?
Yes, this is a dramatic reenactment of Green Street. That's what's going on right now.
I'm so confused. So do you just select the wrestlers and they just play?
Yeah, we're not playing the game together. We are singing it and commentating over the top of it.
Ah, okay.
If I could put my game on Golden Trigger. Is Jericho bleeding already? Oh, he's got his makeup on. That's what it is.
I think he's been crying with his mascara.
I see your dad's taking the divorce spell, Jericho. By the way, it's amazing that this feud has been going on and off since literally the first episode of Dynamite.
Yeah.
A full year.
Because Jericho's angry. been weird because Hangman won the single battle royal at Double or Nothing Backlash.
Yes, he did. Yeah, you are right.
He's so weird.
Can you say year again?
Not a full calendar year.
Oh, and Jericho and Sammy hit the golden trigger to Hardy.
Do the blind yet?
I will on the blind.
Do the blind.
I will. Got windows open, everyone can see. It's dark.
This match is nothing short of carnage.
We should imagine if you put weapons on. This would have been absolute chaos.
Oh, no.
Well, technically the weapons are on, but just one of them needs to go and get them.
Weapons aren't just allowed; they're encouraged.
That's how I live my life.
just a really weird statement there. I live my life by weapons not only being allowed, they're being encouraged.
Freckled Squid says we should go check his channel out next time he's on. You know what? I think we definitely will.
Yes, we will.
Because your name is Freckled Squid. Are you a squid that has freckles? Are you a ginger squid?
This is what happens when kids get too much to drink.
Kim, top 5 squids.
Yeah, name them, top 5. Top 5 sea creatures.
You got Squidly Diddly, you got Squidward.
Jonathan Gresham.
Jonathan Gresham's the octopus, Chris Brooks is the squid.
Common cuttlefish is a type of squid. CP Unlisted is a type of squid. CP Mira.
We've got to a point now where we've just got Kim reciting squids on stream.
CP Agretti. Oh, funny.
CP
I like the shark.
Agretti?
Shark's my favourite CP fan.
Where's my favourite? Just the Street Sweeper. Santana Ortiz, and now one of them's just stamping on Kenny Omega's balls.
How old is he?
That's a good question.
36, I think.
Yeah, he's in his 30s.
I'll Google it. He's like,
Boom! That's why I am undefeated on TalkSport Talk Rest. Well, I say undefeated. I've lost every time I've been there.
I love that. In your own mind, you're undefeated.
It's never let facts get more than it's
Well, okay, you tell me the attendance at WrestleMania 22. That was a half question.
You got dicked over on that one. It was actually 73.
Also, who remembers that Moxley's last match in WWE at WrestleMania was against Corbin? I could have sworn it was Lesnar. I'm not bitter. It was on the pre-show.
Was it 34 or
his
35?
last single match, his last match was a Shield.
No, his last WrestleMania singles match.
That's the question that did me over. The shout. No, Corbin was a year after.
So Corbin was Corbin 35 or 34?
I think Lesnar was the year when... Was it Rollins Triple H or was it Roman Triple H?
Oh, yeah.
Basically, like, Lesnar was the Mania before Corbin. The match with Corbin was on the pre-show, which is why I just completely forgot about it.
And he wasn't on 34 or 35. This has had a lot of powerbombs and a lot of golden retrievers.
Well, Nick Jackson just hit the Black Mass.
Some people are only truly good, some people are only truly evil. Tombstone. Ultimate Splash. Code Breaker. Miff.
Oh, to come on.
Do you reckon we're going to get some sort of bit a la Money in the Bank Vince McMahon where two people are going to brawl into Tony Khan's office.
Tony Khan lives in that stadium, doesn't he? Or is that a joke? I've heard like he legitimately lives there.
It wouldn't shock me, to be fair.
I think it's a case of he basically sleeps anywhere.
Oh, and Hardy's got the win.
Hardy picked up the win.
You know, on the media call with press and media call with Cody yesterday, when questioned whether Matt Hardy was an official member of Elite, he said that this weekend was going to be a big test, and if they won, who knows? So, if this match is anything to go by,
didn't he also class Hangman Page as part of the Elite Extended Universe?
Yeah. So basically, what he said was the Elite, like the official Elite, is just Kenny and the Bucks. Then there's like an extended universe of like him, Hangman, you know, like your Marty and whatnot.
Okay, and at least he said that it's not him. Like he's not part of the original Elite. That's fine.
And he also said then that that's the reason why he goes so hard on the branding of his whole Nightmare Family thing, because he doesn't want to, you know, like infringe on the Elite or anything.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting call. I do believe, and I'm going to put Mike on the spot here, I do believe that will go up at some point on our YouTube channel.
I
think.
What are you talking? Really high pitched?
Because that's my thinking voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said it'll go up. I'll just need it consent to me.
It's again, we're having a business chat on stream. It's in the emails I will send it.
You know, I swear those things are so hard to get your questions on, though. There must be more people on the call than there are, like, time for questions.
Did you get your question in?
No.
Oh my god, please put a match in with Winnie the Pooh. Can we just choose like random people?
we can do one afterwards. We're on the main event now.
Okay.
Yeah, this has gone really quick.
Oh my god.
This has gone really, really quick.
What am I looking for? Aubrey Edwards.
Time for your main event.
There he is. There she is.
Rhys, you are going to be you'll be doing a podcast tomorrow, won't you, Rhys? Unless this is you telling me that you're not about, because you'll be on Smack Talk with young Thomas.
Oh, of course, yeah. Every Saturday, Smack Talk, reviewing all the action from Friday Night SmackDown. Still undecided.
He took my spot.
I miss you, Kim.
I miss you.
Hey, you've got a pretty cushy spot. You get to record on a Friday afternoon, drinking wine.
I don't drink wine whilst we film the podcast. I literally do the podcast just after I finish work.
The key question is, why aren't you drinking wine while you do the podcast? Wasn't that our original plan? Didn't we legitimately say we should just drink every time we do that podcast?
Yeah, we did. We literally did say that. We were going to drink every time there was a podcast.
Yeah. And talk about Total Dollars.
Oh, during, oh my god. Do you know what, actually, I need to tell you, I'm not going to be able to do it the first week of July.
Is this you getting your time off? you're putting in your holiday pay.
Excuse me, boss, can I please put in some annual leave?
That's fine, yeah. We've
It's
run
my
out of
birthday,
Dockside.
so I will be drinking from the time I wake up in the morning.
Yeah, well, I figure we've run out of Dockside of the ring now, and I really don't want to watch WWE main event. We might have to start watching WWE main event.
When you cover Dark.
Can't we just call
We could cover AEW.
Total
Watch BTE.
Yeah, cover BT.
We could cover BT. I've not watched BT in legitimately months, so could cover BT. I might do it. I'll do a poll on Twitter, see what people wants to cover.
You've
So guys,
missed the love affair between Chris Statlander and Orange Cassidy. I've told you this like every week.
Yeah.
I don't have a John Moxley, but I do have Dean Ambrose.
Can't we quickly go into the wrestler edit and just change his name?
Gonna annoy my life.
It's quite long-winded.
Okay, just leave it. We'll just pretend.
There is no pretending in wrestling.
I feel like it is all pretend. I feel like it's all pretending.
You want to pretend when I kick that guy in the head?
This is your. I have that video. I need to put that video up on Twitter. My favourite video of all time. I think Mike will remember that video. Another video of Kim kicking that guy really hard in the face. The best video ever. Well, you think Kim's being unprofessional, but in reality, it was just a really, really well-placed kick.
And that, and the fact that he was in a seat because he gave me a concussion.
Yes, that as well. Kim's not been able to say her vowels ever since.
You know, I'd love if Brody Lee's entrance music was the No Chance.
Yeah, I did kind of go on about that in the bars. I know, we could be dropping 6 lines, that's what it is.
I think it might be...
Here comes Dean Ambrose, John Moxley.
Jonathan's
This is
good.
when we lose followers because you called him Dean Ambrose.
Jonathan Good.
Dean Bros. Ambrosia Custard.
Gene Moxbros.
Do you know, I did notice earlier as well, Bruce Lee is in the AEW roster because I must have mistaken him for Brody Lee.
In my predictions, I did go on about how I'm still hot and cold on Brody Lee in AEW. His debut and his debut promo was really, really good, but this whole thing of him going, yeah, no, my gimmick has nothing to do with Vince McMahon, but it clearly is, just still annoys me. It irks me.
I didn't see the similarities for quite a while until this past week on Dynamite, and it was JR, it was, like, JR and Shivani kept making like references, and I was like, well, they're clearly on about McMahon.
Yeah, it just bugs me.
Because like the whole sneezing and steak thing, like I don't know Vince McMahon. I don't know if that's like a thing he does, but yeah, the commentary.
Brody's this is gonna be a squash match.
This is the exalted one. Wait, he misses the 1 count there.
I will say, it's very nice to hear Moxley cutting promos as Moxley. Even when he's doing little ones like he did with Brody Lee this week, it was just a very, very good promo because it's a John Moxley promo.
Do you know what would be better?
What? I love that story. I was going to say it would be better if he got drunk and sang "Sweet Caroline," which is still one of the best videos ever. Yes, that is a great. Is that him with Rick Swan playing the guitar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Laying low once again, prepare for war.
The following sentence is censored.
Did someone say something naughty in the chat?
Oh, Matty was going to say the C word.
What C word?
It's CZW.
Oh yeah, they're cancelled, aren't they?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Thing is, we should talk. When we talk about Moxley, we should really talk about the person that's like the John Moxley super fan in this chat. The person that got the Moxley tattoo and then he immediately became Dean Ambrose.
Well, the good thing is he's Moxley again, so
yeah,
it actually makes sense again.
I love that you got the Mox tattoo and then you immediately joined WWE and became a different name. And I was like, oh, you dozy woman. But then it turned out fine.
It's fine, it's all good. It was always going to be Moxley anyway. It's always going to be a good tattoo because I found him when he was Moxley.
Yes, Kim found John Moxley. Kim made John Moxley famous.
Yes, I discovered him. I lived in Ohio.
Discovered him in HWA when he was wrestling with Les Kelt.
Discovered him when he was doing drunken death matches.
In IWA when he was singing that would be brilliant if he did a drunken death match. Hands touching hands. I wish he would doing that in the amphitheatre or ideally in what's it, Field Bank Arena in the stadium. This would be the best thing ever.
How are they doing this though? Is it pre-recorded?
No, they're doing it because in Florida, WWE wrestling's is an essential business, isn't it? So they're allowed to do it in Jacksonville, and because Tony Khan literally owns the stage, like the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium, and the theatre, like the amphitheatre that's next to the stadium, they can just do Dynamite live every week or every other week from there. And
nice.
And the fact that there's a testing station right in the parking lot over there.
So they're testing every
you
single
don't want to be
wrestler.
tested. It's not fun to be tested, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah, have you seen videos of it?
I I got a letter from
done it.
NHS asking us to do it. It does.
I'm not allowed to say that.
Kayfabe.
Kayfabe. Because of who I work for, I have to be tested. It's not fun.
Is it basically like
The Queen.
where they? Is it like they put a really? It's like they put a really long thing.
Really long swab. Did you know what's really annoying? In America, they literally just have to swab their mouth, but the British one, for some reason, it literally just like goes right up your nose. It's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I've been asked to do the field testing, and I've seen the test, and I'm really unsure. Even though it's for a good cause, I feel like there's other people.
Don't worry, they'll do the antibody.
Yeah. That one, they're gonna stick it right up your butt. So Mike will be the first person in there.
Well, they are making it in Wales.
What? So they're gonna put it on sheep?
Mike, why are you commenting in the chat?
Because he wants Disco as RSP champion.
2, 3.
Gotta give the people.
It's John
Oh,
Moxley.
Moxley's defended!
Oh,
Moxley won with the stroke. Shades.
That came out of absolutely nowhere.
I was going to go to a Fuzzy concert a month ago, and then Rona stopped it. Who's Rona? Oh,
God
Corona,
damn.
right. Who the fuck's Rona?
Rona Rousey.
Fucking Rona.
I don't give a damn about my reputation.
No.
I've rewatched WrestleMania 35. Or a bit of WrestleMania 35 over today. I was bored. So yeah, that's double or nothing.
Yay.
We got time for one more to send the crowd home happy.
Yes, let's do a really random one. I want the referee to be C3PO.
Let's just let Kim pick all the people.